What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of A Wolf in Geek's Clothing, hosted by yours truly, Wolfson. With me is my compadre, the one and only Mike Phoenix Hero. Let's go! How's it going, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. I got wrecked on Saturday. I'm still recovering from that.
Let's talk.
And I think you're still celebrating your victory. So
that's right. Second place. Let's go. Finally. I made it to the top 2, which is kind of funny because the week before you made it to the top and I got wrecked. And now last weekend was the other way around.
We didn't get wrecked. You got 4th place last week. That's not really wrecked. I didn't place at all this week.
I lost against the Infernoid player, which was the dumbest luck that he beat me because it was out of pure stupidity that I lost. He beat me because I lost, essentially. It was dumb luck. So yes, I got wrecked because of that one. But I also got the same record as last week, and I guess like I had a better players to beat that got me to the second place. I don't know how it went. It just happened. I got free one, but our boy Lulu, shout out to him, went undefeated with his hero deck, which is wild. Like Hero goes live, man. Hero goes live. It's pretty good, man. You're doing the deck profile, right?
Yeah, I recorded it yesterday. I recorded it, and then I got I don't know, Filmora, if you know what that program is.
I've heard of
it. It's just like
it's
like After Effects, but not as good, but cheaper. So I started using that. I'm gonna up my video quality. So I've been like playing around with some like effects and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what I'm playing around with. But I'm hoping to get it out like within probably like by Wednesday. Have the undefeated deck profile. Fingers
crossed. Let's go. Yeah, man. Let's get into it quickly with TCG Talk. Let's talk about our locals last weekend. I couldn't, which is funny. I couldn't get the final adjustments that I needed for my extra deck on my cash round, but I did on the side and on the main, and yeah, made a hell of a difference. The fact that I went against a full combo Snake Eyes twice in one round, and I still defeat him, all because of Dogwood's sister. I don't know why nobody's playing it, but they should. It's a good side deck, especially for game free. If you play it for game free and for time, like that's it. That's all you needed. And when do you activate it? The moment he goes normal summon Ash effect to add Popular. When Popular effects activates, discard Dogwood. Because he has to. He has 2 things he has to do. 1, he has to special summon it. And 2, or he has to use Call by the Grave to negate Dogwood's effect. Otherwise, he either goes off full Snake Eyes board, and I just keep gaining life points like crazy, or he stops right there and doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
My man just wanted to troll. Just wanted to see how far he could have gone with just going full Snake Eye combo. So he did. He went full combo Snake Eyes, starting with the Wayakashi combo line, and then going with Inferno Banshee and Inferno Banshee to
Wayakashi. So he's doing
budget
Super Heavy Samurai.
He's doing the budget Fire King Snake Eyes, which is Super Heavy Samurai with the Fire Kings with the Snake Eyes. So he went Super Heavy Samurai combo, and as soon as he went with the Wayakashi, I went Dogwood. Do you have anything? He's like, no, not really. It's like, all right, then go ahead. And then special summons Wayakashi. And I told him, okay, I gain life for it. So he's like, wait, hold on. So what is it that Dogwood sister does? And it's like, so for every time you special, I gain life points equal to its attack. Not original attack. So whenever you do your Appaloosa, whatever counters, that's how many life points I'm gonna get out of it. Whatever you do on that tank, the Fire Link 4 tank, that's how much I'm gonna gain out of it. It got to the point that he went for. I didn't stop it. I let him. It's like, yeah, go ahead, you go for it. Like at this time, I'm winning by time. I secure my time because I went all the way to close enough to 40,000 life points. Close enough. So if I didn't have anything to combat against his Snake Eyes and Firekins, that's fine. I got two or three more turns to live by, you know? But it was his own demise regardless, because at my turn, I had cash combo regardless. And I had a Kaiju. So I just Gamma Seal his Salantis.
Gamma Seal Salantis.
Gamma Seal his Salantis, so he cannot pop. And he only has his Fire King Avram and his, what was the other? Oh yeah, free counters Appaloosa. But wait. Before I even go to Gamma Seal his Salantis, the spicy Texas, I'm gonna air it out before they start stealing it on Menko 40's videos or PAX videos or some other shit. Yeah, I don't know. My spice, my sauce, my deck plays both Heatwave and Gravekeeper's Inscription.
Hey, yo!
And for people who don't know what either one does, because one of them is an old card, the other one is fairly recent. Heatwave, you have to activate it at the start of your main phase. You activate it, neither player cannot normal summon or special summon monsters for the rest of the turn until the end of your opponent's turn. We can set cards, but we can't
until the start of your
next turn.
Draw phase, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one nasty card. And then the second card is Inscription. The way it reads, at the same thing. At the start of main phase 1, they had to be very specific about which main phase I can activate it. Can be both. At the start of main phase 1, apply one of these free effects. All free effects are neither player cannot do this until the end of your opponent's turn. So the first effect is neither player can activate cards from the graveyard. Second is neither player can banish cards from the graveyard. And the last effect, it was you cannot special summon from the graveyard. I think those are the three. So draw, standby, main, Gravekeeper's Inscription. Neither players cannot activate cards from the graveyard. And because my deck, Cash and Earthbound, they don't really give a fuck about graveyard. Like they don't have cards to activate on the graveyard. It doesn't hurt me. But it hurt him a lot because none of his Snake Eyes or Fire King can go off. And what did I do? I just Gamma Seal his Salantis. And then now just go, okay, Cash, Fenrir effect. Oh, you're gonna negate it. Oh, that's too bad. Anyways, normal summon Earthbound effect, and then just
yeah.
I just go off, and then I destroy his board, and then I just basically pass his turn with 38,000 life points ahead of him, and he's still alive. Which is like, I don't care. Like, he's alive. That's fine by me. He's not gonna win next turn. I'll tell you that. And there's like a minute.
Tempai isn't out yet.
And that's a card that I'm thinking of putting on Tempai Dragon as well, just to troll people. It's
of course.
Like nobody's gonna,
because they can never beat you. They can never beat you with it, because the second they summon the monster that like to hit you, it's like, okay, well, I just gain life points equal to the monster that was gonna hit me.
Exactly.
Is
that exactly Ash? What about Ash? Dogwood, man, Dogwood. Yeah. So that was my interesting. And then the second one was against Lazaro. He's a good player. He played hero. And it was a great That was
round. Your game 3?
Yeah, that was my game 3. Game 1, well, my first round was a bye, which is like, okay, I'll take the W out of that. So round 3, Lazaro played heroes. We went back and forth. I guess like the only thing that got me like, it's that on the dice roll, like, so he rolled the dice first. He got one of them at dice sits, and then the other one like kind of like went off. So he said like, oh, let me re-roll. And then he got a perfect sits. I was gonna say like, can you re-roll both? Not just one, but both. But I don't know how it goes. Like, and you can correct me. Like, when you're in that situation, what would you say? Would you say like, yo, can you do it again? Re-roll both, not just one, because is that
I don't know. For me, I just re-roll the one that like, if it fell off or it's whatever.
Yeah, if it fell
like
off.
the one that like landed perfectly fine is fine.
Okay.
To me, but if someone were to ask me, can you do both? I'd be like, that's fine. Like, it doesn't matter. But I don't think there's an official ruling, because Konami says you guys have to decide together how you guys want to like
By the power of
by
friendship.
chance how to pick, first or second. Not power of friendship, but like you both have to say like, hey, we're gonna, flip a coin, or hey, we're gonna roll a dice. It doesn't officially say you have to roll a dice. It says you have to pick by like chance, So flipping a coin is by chance, rolling dice is by chance, but it doesn't say like, if you tell it to re-roll or whatever.
Okay. Well, I guess that was like my only thing. But it's fine because it didn't matter. Like the outcome of it, it's just that heroes are good against cash. It's just I wish I had like Nibiru's in my. At that point, I wish like, oh fuck, I wish I had a Nibiru. But game one, it caught me off guard because I didn't have enough hand threats to stop it, and I already know once he goes full per hand threats, that's it. And all my cards were like go first cards, so I only have a few cash names, but it's like it won't do me much. So yeah, he had DPE and other cards, so it's like it was like unbeatable at that point. And then go second, I go first, and then I drew the cards. I went full combo. He didn't know the whole combo that I was doing, and once I had my board established, he looked at it. He went like, "This is like I know." Geokraken, pops all your special summons, which you have the special summon. Burrow on the field, Earthbound Prison as a field spell, because if you pop it, you get half your life. And then you got Shenshin.
Yeah, Shenshin. Yeah.
As long as you got Shenshin on the field, like, what can he do? Like, he needs his monsters to be on the graveyard so he can go off. Otherwise, if they're banished, then he's done. And I had to remind him, it's like, hey, remember, any cards that is sent from the field to the graveyard goes banished instead. Not from the hand, not from the deck. So you can still do something. It's just remember that everything gets banished. And then I had to keep reminding him. I didn't have to, but I reminded him because I know him from other tournaments, from other stores. And he was like, oh shit, you're right. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. Like, this is as far as I can go. And you're just going to pop your Geokraken. It's like, yeah. Like, this is like a broken board. But game 3, again, he went full combo on hero. Like, he has his hero live spell cards glued to his hand. Literally.
And he played that going 3. Well, because that's half your life points.
Literally glued to his hand all free game. All free game. I'm like, God damn. I didn't care about it on game 2, but on game 1 and 3, it was like, okay, I may have a fighting chance because all I need is just run him over and that's it. But obviously, you got a DPE, you got Dark Law, and you got the trap card that's basically a Tri-Brigade's Revolt. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Favorite contact.
Yeah, and then it just pops up to 2 cards. Yeah, like, how am I going to get out of that, And obviously, he doesn't.
Well, he paid half his life points.
And he keeps having his life points when he pops my Earthbound Prison. And I was like, fuck, only 2,000. But every card that I have that I try to play it up, like, no, bro. Like, no, it's unbeatable. It's unwinnable because the guy, stop trolling myself. This is like, how the fuck am I going to run it over? He just keeps popping cards and doing other stuff. So I made like 2 mistakes in game 1 and game 3 that I should have just negate DPE's effect and just kaiju and whatnot, and I could have just gone off. But then I remember, oh fuck, he has the Tri-Brigade's Revolt card on his field, and then having that fucking elemental hero 4K beat stick on the field is like, okay, then how the fuck am I gonna run this over? But it was good. It was good. I'm not disappointed with that match. Even though I lost, I'm not disappointed. It was good. It was a good back and forth. Last round, I faced Donovan, which was kind of easy. It was kind of easy because like he was facing me with Horus control, and I had the upper hand.
Did he have the memento stuff?
No, he didn't have memento. It was pure. It was Horus control stun. Yeah.
Okay.
And we both bricked on game 1. So we were just literally top decking cards until one of us does something. And whenever one of us does something, we just like hand trap them. And it was like, okay, then this is how it's gonna be,
Yeah.
Until like at one point he had like 3 Horus cards. Even the the Horus Black Flame Dragon. And I thought, I was like, oh fuck, this guy's gonna take me down. I was like, nope. Heart of the Cards guide me through. They got Heart of the Cards guide me through, and it was just a moment that just went Fenrir effect and then just Earthbound and go off. And I even summoned Big Eye. I even stole his monster. It got to the point that I started banishing his cards. So it's like, there you go. There you go. So game 2, he went again, but I had the whole control. He had me a few light points down because of his coach card, but it didn't matter at the end because at the end I had strong go second card, and it was just evenly matched. After I evenly, and he just kept his King Starkov. I just went cash Earthbound combo. Yep. As soon as I got my Baron popped his sarcophagus, and then have an established board, and then I just passed turn, and then he just sets a card, and I was like, well, that's it, game over. And I just like landed with having Psychic and Punisher. Card that I didn't plan to have in my extra deck, but damn, that was hilarious. I just did it for like, all right, just for the shits and giggles, I did it. And that was basically my my second place cash bound deck, man. Very happy. Didn't I'm still gonna change some of the extra deck cards. Now I'm indecisive if I should leave secondary passion in my extra deck or not. I don't know. I'm indecisive about it, but yeah, that was definitely
I think Harmonize is better.
No, Harmonize is better. I'm switching it for Dark Arm for sure. Dark Arm was basically my prosperity banish, fodder. That's what it was. Yeah, but the whole time that's what it was. But it's funny enough that the whole time that we were playing at the locals, I had our Inferno player literally next to me the whole time. On every game, I had him like near me or next to me. I was like, bro, I can't catch a break by not having him next to me. Why? Why do I need to have it next to me? Like, bro, go somewhere else. Shit. Funny enough, it circles back to all the stuff that we've said over the podcast. Last week, it just confirmed. It confirmed my suspicions. This guy doesn't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time he faced I don't know who else he faced. He faced Donovan. He didn't know anything about Horus, or didn't know that Horus is when they're in the graveyard and you got King Sarcophagus. It's an inherit summon. It's not inactivated. He didn't know about that because he was ready to like negate it, and we're like, no, it's an inherit summon. You don't activate. You just do it. He also was questioning other. I forgot. Lulu. Yeah, he was also questioning Lulu's Book of Eclipse ruling, which me and the hero player in front of me, we were on Lulu's side, not because like we want to be against it. No, it's because Lulu had it on the right. So the ruling on the field goes that Lulu had 2 Book of Eclipse. Yeah, 2 Book of Eclipse. And the card says, flip as many face-up monsters as possible and draw to the number of cards that he flipped up if they were still face down. Because he flipped 2 monsters, right? And he only did it 1 at a time. So he flipped on 1, and then he did combo off, and then have 1 monster, and then he did another one. So how the sequence went down at the end of it, he says, so now I draw 4. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, because I draw 2 per Book of Eclipse, 2 face downs, Book of Eclipse. So we're like, no, it doesn't work that way. It goes on sequence. I was in the middle of my match with my hero player, and I had to explain with my 2 cards that I have on the field. And I had to explain to him, it's like, all right, so how it works is when you activate Book of Eclipse on 1 card, that card is face down. Then you activate it again, that card goes face down. At the end of the turn, when everything goes up, the first Book of Eclipse resolves, so 1 card gets flipped up, and you draw for that 1 card that got flipped up. And then the second one gets flipped up, and then you get flipped up. You only flip up the cards that you were able to put face down, not all the ones that were face down. And obviously, he was just going back and forth. And the hero player agreed with me. He's like, "Yeah, that's how it goes. It's like how we explained to." Lulu was like, "You know what? If you want, let's just go to a judge." That's where we called judge. And Chris from the store came about, and he had to reread the cards one more time because one of them was an old text, and there was one with the new original text. So he had to reread it, and he explained to him the same, almost a better version of what I explained to. And we were looking at each other. It's like, okay, there you go. Yeah, that we were all right. That's how it goes. And then the the Inferno player was just like, okay, I didn't know. I thought it was like, yeah, then just like, no, dog, just drop your 2 cards. Not draw 4.
Yeah,
like you crazy, And it was like that the whole time. That there was times it was like, fuck, I can't believe I have to jump over. The one time that I didn't jump over was because he was facing 1. And with 1, if I'm not a shark ruling person, he is. Grun is a great player, and he knows all card effects, and he knows his rulings, and he knows all the effects. And he double makes sure that what we're doing is correct. He's like, wait, that's not the correct effect. And we had to reread it. It's like, oh, you're right. It's that. It's the way he explains it. So when it was Juan's turn, like, I was like, I didn't have to worry about it. Juan got this. And Juan was not going to lose against him because that's his deck. Like, not Inferno Snake Eyes. One plays Snake Eyes, Fire King Snake Eyes, other Snake Eyes, and then the Snake Eyes that
Volcanic Snake Eyes.
Volcanic Snake Eyes, yeah. And the one he was playing last weekend was Rescue Ace Snake Eyes, I believe, with the Belisar. So, yeah, like one wasn't. As soon as I saw 1, I was like, yeah, there's no chance that 1 is gonna lose against this guy. No chance. But it's just, again, it just circles back to everything we've said before. This guy doesn't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! He just picked up the deck, and he comes off like he knows everything, like he's better off, and like he knows everybody. It's like cool your jets, bro. Cool your jets. You're new to the game. I can tell. You don't need to troll us. You're new to the game. And yeah, I was just happy that Juan and Lulu managed to beat him. So I was like, yes, redemption from afar away.
Well, Lulu didn't beat him. He drew to him, which was funny.
He drew to him? I thought he beat him. That's why he got the undefeated.
No, he got undefeated because a draw is not a defeat.
Fuck. Again with this shit?
But it's true, though. What's the defeat?
No, I agree. It's true. And it's still 1 point more than everyone else.
Yeah. So this is what happened was they had 30 seconds on the clock. They finished siding. Or they're still siding, right?
Uh-huh.
And then Lulu's siding for going second. And then it turns out that the guy was going to let Lulu go first. And then he's like, I win, like, if you do that. And the guy's like, what do you mean? Because I'm just going to lava golem you. And then when it's your turn, you're going to take like 1,000 points of damage. And we're all like, everyone around was like, hey, yo, what the You can't do that in 30 seconds. Like, and I'm like, time's up, by the way. You giving us that explanation wasted the 30 seconds that he had to like finally save he's going first or second.
Yo.
You serious? I was like, and then everyone started explaining time rules to him again for the billionth time. That's like, it ends in the current phase. So Lulu was like, I'm going to go straight to main phase and just activate Fusion Destiny, Dystopia, burn you. Time has already been called and say game because I can't move the battle phase. He doesn't have a battle phase. He's not going to move the end phase. He's stuck in main phase 1, but he plays Dystopia to burn. So I was like, this man is still on this whole, like, he gets a turn if time is called. And it's like, bro, like, I don't
understand.
I don't know where he keeps coming up with that. Or he just keeps, or maybe he's like, this is the first time he's seen Lulu and thought Lulu doesn't know how to play or something. But Lulu's like,
probably.
He knows the time was. Again, everyone around him is watching the game. And when he said that, one was like, bro, are you good? I even told Lulu yesterday, I was like, Lulu, can you summon Dystopia? And nothing else, and then that guy's lava golem wouldn't even matter. Let's say they even had time, right? You need 2 tributes. Like,
what? Like if lava golem is only burned and Lulu only had the one, then sayonara sucker. Like what?
Yeah. Also, like knowing Lulu, he would probably draw a book of Eclipse and then use it in draw phase so he won't have to get the burn. I've done that before. And then people are like, they're like, what? And I'm like, I'm not taking that burn damage, bro. Yeah. I've done that before.
Yeah. Oh, and hold on. Let me flip it up face up one more. Just, oh, it's main face. Flip up, lava. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, was some minister? Cool. Flip face up.
Flip face up.
It's crazy.
Yo,
it is. Yeah. So I'm like, I just don't know what is this man's obsession with like changing the time rules. It's like I've already said it to other people. I'm like, if you don't like the time rules in Yu-Gi-Oh, then play another game that has better time rules. Like same thing when people say like, oh, there's no resource management in Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, then go play a game that has resource management. Like people like Yu-Gi-Oh because of the complexity, the internal format. Because that's another thing people say like, oh, I wish Yu-Gi-Oh had a set rotation. And it's like other games have set rotation. Yu-Gi-Oh is known for not having a set rotation, for being eternal format. If you have a 2002 card from Yu-Gi starter deck, if it's unbanned, you can play it. That's why people like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like if you want to play, like you can only use the cards from last 3 years or whatever, it's like go play Magic or go play whatever. But Yu-Gi-Oh is known for being chaotic, complex, and eternal. Like that's why people play it. You don't like it. I'm not saying like, you have to immediately leave, but it's like, there are other games that have the features you want, like.
Yeah, you're not going to be the one player that's going to revolutionize and change Yu-Gi-Oh just because you're upset. Because newsflash, you're not the only one. There's hundreds of other players who probably feel the same way and they still crying and complaining about it to Konami, and Konami is not going to budge just because of 100 people. No.
Yeah.
You're not going to be the voice of reason. Like, it's never going to happen. And it's never going to happen on the local level that you're trying to do. It's not going to happen anything outside of that. Regionals, YCS, championships, like UDS is like, it don't matter. Like, yeah. Like, I don't know. I think, again, it's probably because he's way too high, bro. He's not thinking straight. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because
but it's not just him. You're saying there's other people too that like come to the locals and they're like, oh yeah, Magic has rotations. And it's like, to me, it's like I haven't
honestly met anybody other than our community friends like George and Matt and Kenneth that complains about Yu-Gi-Oh and play One Piece and say they'd rather play One Piece or not. I get those complaints with those guys all the time. But anything that's like new, like this Inferno guy and others, like I haven't heard other than them. So,
okay.
So maybe it's because I'm not literally next to you and it's happening when they're telling you this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've said it, like I think people think I have like a friendly face and they always talk to me even if I don't want to talk to them. I don't know, but yeah, that happens. And I tell people it's like you're playing soccer and then you're saying like, oh, but you can throw the ball in American football. How come we can't do it here? And it's like because they're completely different. People like soccer because you kick the ball. People like football because you throw, grab, and you rush. Like
emotional damage.
Go play the one you like. Like it's crazy to me.
Think, guys, think.
Yeah, but that's what happened with Lulu. But let me go with me. Yo, so Rafa got the bye. Yeah. So you were watching my duel
with Juan. God. Like,
that's why I say Juan. That's why I've always defend Juan. I think Juan is a GOAT when he comes to playing. Even though you just called him Rule Shark, I don't think he's a Rule Shark. I never seen someone misplay and him like call a judge. I've always seen him like explaining it, and I think he does it. And I'll explain it because like when I did the game 2 Centurion combo, I synchro summon the final Sigma, and then he's like, wow, 2 level 4s, and I was like, oh, I forgot to declare like it went up to level 8. But then Juan didn't rule shark and was like oh, judge, you know, like he was like,
I misspoke.
He said, like-
I misspoke by calling him a rule shot. It's more like it's another term for say like no, he knows his cards. Like he knows what effects does, and if you don't declare it, he will tell you. It's like, hey, you didn't say anything.
yeah, he's like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, a big ass encyclopedia.
I think-
for sure.
Yeah, I think Juan is encyclopedia of effects. For me, it's more of like if sometimes people ask me about like an old card, I'll be like, okay, it's from this set. You know, oh, that's from like you know, Phantom Nightmare. Or, no, that's from, you know, the original, like, you know,
Right.
Enemy of Justice, like something like that.
Jesus.
Like I know more of a history. Like Juan knows more of like the effects. But yeah, game one, fricked. You saw I got Big Bang and preparations in hand with no cash name, and I was like, oh, it was like that and Theosis, and then it was
Bird.
Trudea. So I was like, cool. I guess I can start. Okay, it's a review for the listeners. I added a Centurion package
On cash.
just to get Final Sigma in my cash deck because most decks can't deal with Final Sigma because it's unaffected. So they either have to get a beast stick or kaiju it. And
Underworld
the whole
goddess.
plan of the whole strategy I had was getting that out with a Fenrir and Unicorn to try to stop you from going into like a beat stick that can beat over it. Like Unicorn is always like, for me, if you have Underworld Goddess, that's what I'm getting, right? I banish your Underworld Goddess face down so you can't tribute my Final Sigma. And then Fenrir, if you summon like a beat stick, I'll just banish it face down so you can't beat over it. But yeah, game one, summoned Trudea, did the combo, and then I couldn't stop him. And then he had Turbulence, which is a 3K beat stick, and then he goes HQ, which gave it 500, and then he beat it. And then the next draw was like an Ash or something that did nothing. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy because I have Theosis, Prep, and Big Bang, and still nothing. So we go to game two. I don't even know what I did for game two.
You did
It was-
cash you did a semi cash. Actually, you went cash combo and Centurion. You actually went through and one let you play. And he still somehow managed to break your board somehow. Like he bullshit his way to break your board. I was looking at it and everything to me was getting slow. I was like, what is going on here?
I had Cyclone
Yeah.
to get his HQ, and then he like harpied it or something. And I was like, well, you got the one up, bro. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
He got rid of Cyclone, and I was like, that stops me. Yeah, and one Fenrir is not enough to stop Rescue Ace. It can stop a lot of decks, but it's not enough to stop Rescue Ace, especially with Juan. He knows every like interaction, so he's like blah blah blah. Yeah, it was and then Jakari just made fun of me the whole time. After that,
Jakari is such a
because he like,
troll.
expect
Shout
better
out
from
to
you. But I'm
him.
like, dude, I play meme decks, bro. Like, what do you mean you expect better from me? Like, I play meme decks and hope I can win. And it's just funnier when I win because people are like, how did you win with X? And it's like, I just did.
did, yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember, there's one arc in my in my dueling career where I was playing Kashtira, DPE, and Apex, Predator, Miss Valley, the level 7 negate.
Yeah, I know the level 7 negate. Wait, what? Oh shit.
I was playing that and I topped, and then it's just funny because people are like, how the hell did you top with just DPE, the Miss Valley, Apex Predator, and Cashier? I'm just like, I just did because I know how to play. So I thought this was gonna be funny. But game one, Juan just smacked me. He's like, bro, don't try that ever again. Well, he didn't say it like that. You obviously did.
No, it was just funny.
Game two was rated.
No, I was just
Jakari just ripping me a new one.
No, he was ripping you out. And I was like looking at it, I was like, bro, how is this possible? How is this possible? How, like brick game one, and then game two, you still like, all right, I got it, and he still like break you. I was like, what? Huh?
Rescue Ace is good. Those set 4 really do
set 4
something.
do shit. Yeah. Anyways,
I was hoping to get a heat wave and not let him do anything. That's what I wanted. and I didn't draw my Heat Waves. Game 2 was Raid Raptor. I think game 1 he bricked. Game 2, I bricked and couldn't do anything against his board. And then game 3, I managed to stop him like pretty well. Because I either import or Ash his rank 7 Raid Raptor.
Oh yeah, Arsenal.
Because it detaches to summon any like winged beast. And like he used a lot of resources to rank up to it. And then when I Ash it, like he's like, okay, pass. And I was like, really? He's like, yep, I have no more extenders, nothing. It doesn't always work. That's not, he's a good choke point, but it's not the end all be all choke point. Like with Cashier, I always tell people Cashier, I'm like, just Ash me in my Theosis and I pretty much have nothing. Like unless I have Birth and another name in hand, like I'm dead if you Ash my Theosis. So it's not the same way. Like Ray Raptor, it's like, it's a 50-50 shot that like he wasted all his resources and he has nothing. Or I stopped him from summoning, but he still has something in hand to keep going, even without like summoning that monster. But for game 3, it was that. And he did something else, and then he had like a monster that couldn't be affected, or 2 of his monsters couldn't be affected nor like destroyed. Sorry, they couldn't be targeted and then couldn't be destroyed by battle. And so I'm like, that's cool. I had Ogre and Unicorn. So I just kept like proxying them because I was like, I'm just going to keep banishing from your extra deck and then keep banishing your stuff with Ogre. And then it got to a point where like, I think I banished like 5 things from his extra deck. And then he's like, yeah, there's nothing else for me to do. He's like, you just got it. I was like, okay. Because eventually I was like, yeah, I'm going to be able to like either deck you out or just, somehow stop you. But yeah, once I was banishing most of his extra deck, he was like, it's fine, bro. Like, you got it. Game 3 was Voiceless Voice. And game 1, I misplayed. He did the combo reverse. He didn't have low. He just had Saphira. So Saphira banished. He got to ritual summon by summoning Savaris because he searched Savaris. And I was like, interesting. Because most people don't search that unless they have every card in hand, because then you want Savaris as a hand trap. Yeah. So I thought, like, man, this guy opened nuts. Like, I opened nothing but like a one single imperm. Right. But he did Saphira, and he using Savaris as the tribute to summon Skull Guardian. And then there I should have impermed. Because that's probably that was the last time I could have impermed him. Because then I didn't. He got low searched the continuous spell. Now his monsters are protected. And I was like, if I imperm, then he wouldn't have searched the low, and then he would just have like a 21 beat stick that really doesn't do anything. But yeah, because from there he got the trap, and then like if I stopped him there for 1. Game 2, I don't think game 2, I piled shuffled and then did my normal shuffling and stuff. Gave it to him. He shuffled. I opened 3 pressure planet, terraforming, Nani? And like cyclone or something.
Bro, what? Bruh.
And I was like, I'm hoping he has Droll, because what I did was I go pressure planet, and he goes Ash, and I was like, bruh. Whoa. I was like, well, bruh. I thought he would have had Droll, he had Ash, bruh, and had nothing on board, bruh. So then he's going full combo. I was like, it's fine, bro. Like, you got it. So that was like the worst break. I'm like, I basically have my 4 field spells.
That's the fucked up part, is that you couldn't bait him out with terraforming. Because all of them, they're
because if it resolves and he had Droll, that's the best time to Droll me. Yeah. So it was just I took the risk that I thought he had Droll, but he had Ash. So it was just I took a 50-50 shot, got it wrong. Well, because with terraforming, I would have to search the no, I had nothing to search.
That's what I'm saying. Is like if
because I thought I had the Centurion field spell, but I didn't. I cited it out. I cited it out.
Damn.
After Jakari roasted me, I'm like, I'm citing this out, bro. I don't want any more roasted.
All right. That was
So
the
I
last
couldn't. I
round?
couldn't. Yeah.
Oh damn.
So I couldn't even activate terraforming. Like actually, that's what I'm thinking about. You know, you're right. I couldn't even. No, I was literally stuck playing pressure playing. I thought I had the. No, that was game 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it just. I'm like pass. He won, and then game 3, we kind of just. It was me against Red Dragon Archfiend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Matt and Osmani next to us. And like, yo, let's just drop and do a 2v2. And that's what we ended up doing.
Right.
It was really fun. I love 2v2s. I love games like that when you switch with people every turn. Like, it's not like we're doing like best of 2. It's just like we're just here to have fun.
Right.
So what I wanted was really like me and Osmani, and then me and Matt, and then me and Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yeah.
And then they switch and stuff like that. Like, I love playing games like that. So I don't know if people haven't done 2v2s, those can be fun. I was playing obviously Kashtira Centurion. He was playing Marincess, and so he set up a board with totally awesome. And then he had like the trap, the Marincess trap that's like a imperm, and then his monsters are not affected. So basically, when Osmani set up his board, Red Dragon Archfiend went, and then I think I ashed him because he had totally awesome. I'm like, dude, save totally awesome for later. I can ash him now. Let me ash him.
Right.
And I got, what was it? It was Ogre. So it's Ogre to set up this special summon, get my preparations, Rise Heart, Rise Heart effect to summon itself. I banish Fenrir, and then Matt and Red Giant Archfiend had to banish the top 3 because it says like your opponent. So it's like both of them are opponent. So I banished the top 3 from both their decks. And then I had Trudea. So I started doing that line. And then I set prep, pass. And then immediately when Matt draws, I'm like, prep, summon Fenrir. And then in the main phase, I set up Final Sigma. And so what was happening was they were trying to use effects to like help each other. And I'll be like, Ogre, top 5, banish 1, Fenrir, banish that.
Yeah.
And then same with Red Giant Archfiend. It was the same thing. And like every time I try doing something, I'm banishing your tuner, and I'm looking at your deck and just banishing the stuff. So I just kept banishing all his tuners from the Excavate 5. So just banish. It was really fun. And then the normal tournament finished. So I was like, oh, we don't have time. Because I wanted to switch and go with Matt.
Right. Against
and then switch.
So
it would have been Osmani or Red Giant Archfiend. But yeah, I think it's funny because I think Osmani stopped when Matt started. So I think like Matt thought I was gonna go with him. But I was like, nah, me and Osmani go way back, bro. Osmani was there when I started. Like, and that's like some people don't know too. It's like some people will return and like to them they're new, and it's like, nah, this is my boy from like
for a long time,
from like 2 years now. Yeah. Like he's back. That's what I mean with Osmani. It's like, yeah, because people are like, oh, I'm close with him. I'm like, yeah, because we used to play like a lot, even off the store. Like we would do 2v2s on simulators too. So I'm like, yeah, that's my 2v2 buddy.
That's what's up. Yeah.
But if it was anyone else, I would have picked Matt because that's like, I guess my hierarchy of like, I guess I don't know, say friendship or whatever. It'd probably been like, if someone else, I would have picked Matt, not knowing what he did. Cause I'm like, I thought he was playing Labyrinth and he was not, but it was just like, I know Osmani, I 2v2 with him. I was like, let me do that. But yeah, it was really fun. It was just like, no one, us 4 couldn't top. So it was like, let's just have fun. Like, there's no point in going serious when neither of us are going to top.
Yeah, that's like the perfect chance to have fun at that point,
Yeah. And and we were just citing like, we're like, oh, like he's going to be like Kaiba and then banish my stuff. I was like, yeah, bro, let me do a Kaiba move and
it's just
and stop your deck and stuff. Oh, and it was funny because Matt was playing Horus, like Horus Stun.
Oh.
And when he did Mseti, that's when Osmani went totally awesome. So then he just negated it, and then he has the ability to set it on his field. So he set the Mseti on his field. So when it was Osmani's turn, he's like, "Oh, look at my new shiny monster! Look at my 3K beat stick!" Yeah, Amani's a troll. That's why I like him.
He's a funny guy, bro. I like Osmani. Shout out to him, man. He's truly a troll,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, I got trolled, but I had fun at the end.
That's good, man. I mean, I guess the important thing about the locals is like we all had fun that day. It was a good day, even though some of us win, some of us lose. It don't matter. All the games that we were playing against, it was like a good games that we were just having fun. That's good. Yeah, I got nothing, man.
And you tried Union Arena.
We tried Union Arena for the first time. Yeah, before we tried it before the tournament started, which I was surprised that the tournament was about to start soon. I was like, really? This is the first time these guys are actually doing shit like that. It's like, my God, these guys are just messing with me at this point. They're just messing with me, bro. They're very inconsistent with their starting on the tournaments. Jeez. But we tried Union Arena. Yeah, I was playing my Bleach demo deck. You were playing with your Hunter x Hunter. And you were just helping me, guide me through how to play the game. And Lulu was next to us. And he and I had the same deck. So he was telling me, like, no, you can actually do this and then do this. And I was like, oh, shit, I didn't know we can do this. It's like, okay. Honestly, this game of Union Arena is very fun. I feel like it's a brand new TCG for us to try out. It's fun and you're playing it with your favorite, animes and whatnot. I'm going by this game just to have fun. Just like the same mentality I have with One Piece. I'm only having it just to have fun, not trying to get serious out of it. If I do get serious, because I'm getting good at it. So, but Union Arena, something about it, it feels a lot more different. It feels like this is something I definitely could get behind, just like with Yugioh. Yeah, it sucks that we have to wait all the way to fucking October for it to be released worldwide. And the demo cards that we're playing, it's not gonna be playable at all. We'll just have it for collectible purposes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw the effects were very basic. The effects was like, search this, add this to hand, like very basic. Like when the game comes out,
it'll be a little bit more complex. I get it, but still, it's some of the requirements to be used to summon and whatnot. At least in my deck, they're like, holy shit, how broken this is. Because Lulu was telling me, it's like you guys got the same deck. Like same stats and whatnot. The only difference is like your deck requires less energy than Mike's. So so for my Renji, it only requires for me two energies with one action, and you can have the same card. I guess your Killua has the same stats as Renji, but it's 3 energies with one action. So like it doesn't make sense. Why would they make the Bleach have less restrictions to summon or use, and you have to like do a bunch of shit just to get them out? Well, it only takes me less resources for me to pull it out, and that's how I can get all these OP cards. Sure, it's the most basic shit, but by that time, I was like, holy fuck, I got 2 big cards in the field. I don't know how I'm winning. Like, I don't even know what's going on. You're just telling me what I have to do, and I'm just like, what the hell? But it's fun. It's fun. I'm having a kick out of it, and I'm going on YouTube videos to learn more because I'm definitely getting myself into it, and I wish they had like a little app that I can just practice on my phone because I'm on my phone the whole time. So it'll be easier for me to learn. Just like how I did it with One Piece. Same thing. But yeah, it's fucking fun. I'm loving it. So I can't wait until it gets to October for the releases, man. It's definitely fun. I like it.
It feels so far, bro. Just thinking about it, like October, bro.
Yeah, like again, like why so far? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because they're focusing heavily on One Piece and then trying to do stuff with One Piece that maybe like they want to make sure that people buy a lot of money or invest a lot of money on One Piece. By the time that gets to Arena, it's like, okay, now go ahead, invest on Arena. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe there's not enough fans to get involved with Union Arena. That might be another factor. That's why they're like releasing it that far, because they're trying to get a lot of people from the TCG to like, yo, hop over to Union Arena.
Yeah.
And that's why they're doing, their little circuit all these Comic Cons. So that way they can promote it. They have it. People can play it and learn how to play it. They go the step by step, and hey, you can have your demo deck. Blah blah blah. Wait until October. Blah blah blah. Shit like that. That's why they're, because I'm pretty sure when they released it's gonna get released October, pre-order now. I'm pretty sure the numbers weren't looking right, or not enough people are as hype as they were with One Piece. I don't know. It's a lot of factors. It could be a lot of factors. But one thing I was like, that Kenneth pointed out, which is an interesting take. Do you remember when we were right there?
Yeah.
Could you rephrase that? What he was saying?
He was saying that basically anime fans are elitist, and that like even though they'll have like your favorite like IP, that like people could be turned off because like there's like, okay, let's say I only like One Punch Man. I buy like the box, starter deck, everything, and then eventually like that deck is gonna get either power crept or banned, not banned, but like the good cards can get limited, so it's no longer like a meta deck. So it's like, wow, now my favorite thing is like trash.
Yes.
And then what's supposed to, I guess, what Bandai thinks is like, okay, well then you're supposed to be like, okay, well let's say the next deck is like Yu Yu Hakusho, right? And it's like, well, hopefully you also like Yu Yu Hakusho, and then you buy the Yu Yu Hakusho box and deck, so then you play that because that's the meta. And he was saying like some people aren't like that they only like one thing, and they won't and they'll get pissed off when like their thing isn't meta anymore. That's what he was trying to say. Because Kenneth was saying like he's like I like all these IPs, like, but I can see like someone like you start the game, you buy Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's good for like the next 6 months, and then past that it's like D tier, C tier, and the newer IPs are the ones that are going to be like dominating the game.
Right.
And if you don't like the newer IPs, then you're kind of stuck of like, hey, I don't want to invest in One Punch Man because I don't like it. Like same thing with Demon Slayer. Like he was making fun of, well, he wasn't making fun of it. He was making fun of people that like call it like mid Slayer, like, yeah, because they're saying, oh, it's mid. So like, okay, Demon Slayer is the next, meta deck, but that's mid. So I don't want to, buy it or play it, which I'm like, I kind of understand because I literally said it, last week we were talking about it. Like, I'm only going to stick to like Hunter x Hunter.
Right.
Or they have like other IPs I like. But I'm also investing like a big amount too. So it's like, I bought a case, I can see other people not buying cases, let alone a box. Right. So
I guess his standpoint comes more from a TCG pro player's perspective, somebody that plays One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh! And is known to be playing competitively and knows, what decks are meta and whatnot. So I guess that's his like concern is like, like for him, he doesn't care. He'll play whatever deck he wants. If Hunter x Hunter is the meta and he's not that into Hunter x Hunter, but he knows that that's the game that's the deck that can win, he'll get into it. But I understand where he's going for other people who are casual players. Casual players will be upset that, oh, I just want to get into this card game because my anime is there, and then I can see like, oh, I'm losing all the time, or my deck is not good enough, and I have to invest more money on this other anime that I really don't care much to it. Like, yeah, it'll set off a lot of players, and Union Arena is set for people who've never played TCG and they have their favorite anime shows, and now they can actually play those cards from their favorite anime shows. Like I feel like
Yeah.
it's been built for that, for the purpose of casuals. It's not built for competitiveness, even though the competitive aspect is gonna come over and dominate eventually, sooner or later. Like sooner or later, you're gonna see Hunter x Hunter like tier 1 deck, and then Bleach and Jujutsu tier 2 or 3 or something, or then next format will be Bleach is gonna be tier 1, and then and so on. It's like it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like they're gonna. That's why there's a banning system. That's why we have a ban system. Like so we can ban certain cards so it doesn't continue to power create other cards and balance everything out. That's why we have it, and that's why we have core sets and booster sets. So we can have the whatever we lost, we can balance it up with whatever we gain. It's just an interesting point. I didn't see it in that perspective, and when Kenneth pointed it out, I was like, oh, that's actually a good point. I didn't see it your way. You're right. But at the same time, people are still gonna buy it. It's their favorite anime shows. At the end of the day, it's just a consumer aspect. Like me, I'm like, I don't think I don't think a lot of One Piece players who play One Piece in the TCG, I don't think they would have jumped over to the One Piece TCG if they weren't fans of One Piece.
Yeah.
I surely believe that, because I'm pretty sure none of these guys like would have jumped into One Piece if it wasn't that they were fans of it. Like shit, George and these guys started to watch One Piece not too long ago, and they were already invested. But why? Because other people were telling him, no, well, the anime is good. That's why the game is good, and that's why they jump over. That's why I feel like, yeah, like if you guys weren't aware of One Piece, like if you guys didn't have someone else who watches the anime and tells them, oh yeah, it's good, the anime is good, that's why the TCG is good, that's why you should invest on it, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't even thought about it. They would stick with Yugioh and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So one thing Kenneth said, which I disagreed with him, was he said that this part I agree with. That One Piece has better full art cards than Union Arena.
Yeah.
I agree with that. What I disagree was he was like, when I see One Piece full arts and then I see Union Arena, why would I go to Union Arena? And it's like, because not everyone likes One Piece. Like,
Exactly.
I've said it before. I'm not a fan of shonen anymore. So like, I look at One Piece and I'm like, I wouldn't get into One Piece, even though like I agree that like, yeah, the full arts look better because they actually are full, take up the full height of the card and everything. So I agree with him in that part that I think One Piece cards are a bit better than Union Arena. But also, like, if you're not a One Piece fan, you don't care that One Piece has better cards.
I agree.
That's the same logic with Yu-Gi-Oh! Why do people play Yu-Gi-Oh! When One Piece has better? We know we have bad quality. We make fun of Konami quality control like every single day, but we still buy the damn cards because even though other card games have better cards. So I don't think like that's a good reason for someone to be like, oh, I'm not playing Union Arena because One Piece has better cards. And it's like, like people that like what they like one of my friends,
right.
I showed him about Union Arena, and then he was like, oh, let me know when like Jujutsu Kaisen comes out. I'm like, let me tell you, it is the second month of the game. And he only collects Pokemon cards. He doesn't like play Pokemon. He just likes collecting. He's more of a collector. And he wants to do the same with Union Arena for the things he likes. So he's like, he likes Jujutsu Kaisen. He likes Demon Slayer. So then he's like, oh, I'm definitely going to invest in it. And then he said he might try it out too because he knows I'm playing. He knows Lulu. So he knows Lulu's going to play. So now he has like other people to play with. With Pokemon, I don't play Pokemon. Neither does Lulu. I can see why he doesn't play that. Because like sometimes it's just fun going with your friends and not going alone. Like for me, I don't mind going to Mad Cards and be the only person there that I know. I don't care. Like I still have fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I can see like some people see it as like a social activity, so you want to go with your friends. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he saw the Jujutsu Kaisen cards. I showed him on eBay. Like, look, these are all the cards, how they look like in Japanese, and they're coming, to America eventually. He's like, oh, I'm getting into this too. And then I read him all the things. I'm like, they have One Punch Man, they have Demon Slayer, they have, a couple video games like Tekken, even though he's not into Tekken. I just mentioned, they have random video games, in Union Arena. So I kind of disagree when he said that, like, yeah, like they have better cards. It's like, I mean, that's true, but that's not like a deciding factor, because I'm like, you still play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami quality assurance is not the greatest.
Yeah.
But so you're still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's not that's not a good reason for it to be turned off.
Yeah, I don't know why I interject with that part. I should have said something too as well. Like, and I agree. I understand what his frustration would have been, because as a competitive and collector standpoint, you will want, if you're gonna invest money on a card, like you will want at least the card to look decent, looks amazing. No, not to have a screenshot, as he says, a screenshot of an anime scene and slap it on the card. I get it, but then again, I agree with what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be better at it. Like, this is just a first wave. Like, you guys, and this game has been, how long has been going on in the OCG? Like 2 years so far.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, like I just recently saw the Demon Slayer cards that they're gonna release, and the Hashira. Call me a troll, but I thought they look amazing to be on a card like that, and the rarity and the feel of it. I was like damn, it looks good. So I was like, oh, wait a few years. If this game picks up and gets better, I'm pretty sure eventually they're gonna do the same thing like they did with One Piece. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a better arts versions, alternative arts. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a manga art like their Starlight. Like, hell yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, I can't wait until Black Clover releases on the TCG. I can't wait for their Asta's all of devil forms, and it's gonna look sick to me. And I think that's exactly what people really don't care. Like, people, if they look good, and in fact that they can hold it, the fact that you can hold it and own it, that's already a selling point for any casual anime.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
And display it too, because again, my friend was like, he wants to buy slabs for all the rainbow arts if he gets them.
So imagine having a
And put it
rainbow
on his wall
art
or
for
something.
all of his Jujutsu Kaisen cards. And he only has just the Jujutsu. That's it. That's something that a casual fan will get into. It. It's like, bro, look, I got like the alternate art, the rainbow art of this card. Like, look at this. And let me tell you, like, he's probably saw only the screenshot versions on our cards, but I've seen some other cards. And it's like, man, they actually did a good job on putting on a card. I mean, they're stills, but they're not bad. They're actually pretty good. So I don't give that much criticism out of it. And for me, I don't care too much about the art. It's more of I always say, to me, I don't care about the rarity or the art. All I care is the usage. Can I use this card? Okay, then that's all that matters to me. That's it. I don't care having a rarity bump or alternate art. Doesn't matter. Can I use it? Perfect. That's why with One Piece, when I invested in it, I got the cheapest version. I didn't even spend that much money, because the cards that they had, the common cards, they already got reprinted and they have alternate art. So it's like, I don't need to spend $30 to have 4 copies of these. Like, no, I could just spend a quarter and have 4 copies. Because why do I care about alternate art or full art or amazing art? Like, no. Again, can I use this? Perfect. I don't care. That's why I don't spend that much, And I'm the same way with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, can I use this card? Is Ash Blossom? I still got 3 copies of Ash Blossom in common, and I still play it on my regular deck. Sometimes they even switch around into my main deck. If I really want to flex, I'll put on my ultra rare ashes, sure, just to flex around, just to flex. But it doesn't matter. Can I use this ash on this deck? Yes. All right. Let's move forward. The fuck are we crying about, man? I don't know. I just want to point it out that what Kenneth said, and nothing against Kenneth. No, love the guy. It's just I always want to hear other people's perspective and what are their thoughts about certain TCG topics, and bringing that topic over here to the show. it's a good open discussion for us to talk about, because not all the time we're gonna agree to all the stuff that we're saying. We could be yes men all the time, but there's times that we can disagree on certain things, and we can try to meet in the middle ground and all that stuff. So, it's just interesting topics to talk about, and I'm just excited for Union Arena. I don't care, man. I'm gonna get invested in the Bleach. I don't know if I'm gonna go fully invested on Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, because my love for Bleach is much higher than those two animes. But I will invest a lot on Black Clover. That's for sure. I'm gonna invest a lot on it.
For sure.
Definitely gonna invest on Black Clover, 100%. But yeah, those are my thoughts, man. You got anything else to say before we move on?
No, I mean, I'm excited. I'm glad, I got to, teach you a bit, and hopefully we can do a full game soon. Like,
absolutely. I'm all about it. Guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about TCG Union Arena. You think it's gonna be good? You're gonna think it's gonna flop? Let us know in the comments down below. Before we move out of TCG and get this out of it, you saw the OCG ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh?
Of course.
Oh, what a troll! Konami,
yeah,
bro. Like, wow, bro. Right? Really?
Do you want to go card by card?
Yes, that's fine.
Let me pull it up.
Let me pull it.
Too.
Let me pull my up too. Like, wow, bro.
No forbidden changes.
Yeah,
nothing got forbidden.
Nothing got banned. Nothing got banned. So we're like, okay, cool. Limited, Title, Wanted, and Tikaboo. Which Title is like, okay, finally. And Tikaboo is like, okay, you're following us. But Wanted, okay, this is a nice indication that it's a possibility that Wanted can be limited in the TCG. That means that Konami knows what they're doing. Or so we thought until we saw the semi-limited list.
Semi-limit.
The Synchro 5 Lib. Why is
the Justicar World Chalice?
Yeah. What? Huh? Why semi? I didn't know.
She was limited.
Oh, she was limited?
She's banned here.
No, it's unbanned now. It's limited. That card is limited in our end.
Oh, recently.
Yeah, recently it got limited.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they had it limited. Like, this card used to be banned, so they moved it to semi-limit.
Yeah. I mean, nobody.
And then next OCG ban list, they're making it, unlimited.
I guess. The most troll one of them all. SP Little.
Yeah, SP. No one's playing 2 SPs.
I didn't know people were even playing free. I didn't know there was such a thing as free SP Littles. Like, what? Like, what was that about? Oh, the next one's gonna be, now it's to one SP.
Which everyone runs one, yeah.
What? Okay.
That's why I laughed when they made Zeus 1, because I'm like, most people only run 1. Like, some people may run 2, but everyone's still gonna run Zeus,
Yeah, it's a one-off. The High Fire King King Avatar to 2.
Yeah.
I didn't know people were playing 2. I thought they were only playing 1 copy of it.
I think that's the one you run at 3.
Okay. I thought it was the other one, Garunix.
Garunix? Damn, I feel bad. Let me go check Root's deck list on my channel.
Snake Eyes Ash to 2. Like, yeah, it doesn't do much. It's still consistent. Put Ash to 1, then we're talking. But to 2 is like, you're just slapping a wrist at them at this point.
Especially when they still have a bonfire.
Yeah, especially when they have bonfire and they can just go stupid combo. Edgedraft to 2 because they had it for 1 for some reason. Okay.
Yeah.
And
okay, I checked Root's profile. It is 1 Garunix, 3 High King Avatar.
Oh,
Kirin,
okay.
yeah.
So you're
so that's why they did it, because
2. It doesn't matter regardless. 2 doesn't do much.
But you open it less.
Sure, you can still search it. Kaiser, again, this is a troll list, honestly. Kaiser Coliseum to 2. We don't have Kaiser Coliseum. We'll be broken if we did. Kaiser Coliseum to 2. Yeah.
That's playing in what, Tempai?
Yeah, Tempai has it at free.
Yeah, had it at 3. Yeah.
Had it. Past tense. And then the unlimited section. So we got an Infernity, Adventure, Juris Warren Gear Suit to free because Orcus is not doing much. Then we got our errata from Sorcerer Magician. I believe that's what it was called.
Yeah.
They errata that card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's the errata. Like
that the monster you summon on their field is negated, and now you're also locked into whatever you summoned.
Well, good thing that they errata.
So if you summon a warrior, then you're stuck only summoning warriors.
Oh my god. Broken but still bad.
I don't know if you
I just never seen that card.
Summon sorcerers?
Yeah.
So back in the day, you would summon like 3 firewall dragons pre-errata, obviously, with it. It was used for link climbing, but I'm like, it is so like the charmers are better than her, if I'm being honest. It was used to link climb to get firewall dragon. Like you get like 2 firewall dragons and like something else, but it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
I feel even with it not being negated and not being locked, like you're not gonna use it to link climb anymore. You use charmers, you use like literally anything else except her.
And the last one is the
Change of Heart.
Change of Heart to free, bro. Like what? Because
I don't know. Like how the game is, it don't matter, bro.
Mind control, brain control, like no, just have the one that started it all. Change of Heart, and it's not a once per turn. Just if you have free copies, you got free copies. Just Frost Search.
I still don't think it's enough to beat boards. Because a lot of things are like, hey, I'm untargetable. Or it's like, hey, you target this, let me, I don't know, mass change, Chimera Fusion, quick, Brendan and what is it, Brendan and Red? Because you have to target. That's the annoying part. That's why like triple tactics is better, because I just say, I'm going to take control of a monster. Responds. Then they have to guess which one you're going to do. But with Change of Heart, it's like, I'm targeting this. Response, and then they can do whatever. So it's like, again, if like they have a Stratos, it could be like, okay, cool, mass change. So now you lost your target, compared to talents where it's like you don't have to say, you can't say who you're targeting.
Yeah, exactly. I guess.
So I'm thinking like
it's just a troll. Like why having it free? Why? But okay,
I don't think it does anything.
It's still searchable for Frost regardless.
But I think there's better like thrust targets.
No, I agree. There's more Frost targets. But
yeah,
it's just again, what the heck do I know about?
It's gonna go to 3. This has been power crop, bro.
Yeah, we've gone to the point that you have a Change Heart. That's cute. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Change of Heart. Oh, cool. Flip anti-spell fragrance.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That was just a weird ban list. I got a friend of mine from the OCG. She's saying that this is a shitty ban list. Like, what the fuck is Konami talking about? Like, this ban list suck. It doesn't do anything. I was like, well, I want to hear her thoughts, honestly. I want to hear her thoughts when I get the chance. But yeah, my thoughts is like, what are you doing, Konami?
It's still Fire King Tier 1. I'm sorry, not Fire King. Snake Eyes Tier 1.
Yeah. So I don't know. And now like everything got a little bit wiggled because now we want to know like what could be the next big thing in OCG when Fire is still a thing. Like they didn't kill the deck. I don't even know if they slap it on the wrist and that's it. Like it's still so consistent. Like it's the year of the fire, man. Year of the fire. That's all I can say. Like Konami's OCG ban list is just troll. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about the ban list. What's going on, everyone? This is Wilson right here. And if you're seeing this part at the end of the episode, guys, don't worry about it. Relax. I just decided to cut the episode in half because it was way too much content that I feel it needs to divide it into 2 parts, into 2 episodes. Why not? You want to dedicate 1 episode on a certain topics and the other one to other topics. So the next episode, we'll be talking about other things. But as always, it's every week with a brand new episode with brand new topics. So guys, remember to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes here at youtube.com/AWGC podcast or awgcpodcast.com, where you can check all my latest episodes. But as well, you guys can comment down below and let me hear your thoughts, share your experiences. If you guys got a specific topic that you want me to cover or you want my guests to cover, please let us know in the comments down below. We'll do our best to cover on the next episode, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace!